Dear students, today we are going to learn about sets and set notation. So, in this session, first we'll learn about what does this symbol mean. So, this is a symbol which means belongs to. So, if you have a set A which has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now, the elements, these are elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, your 4 is an element which belongs to a set of A. So, that is why this symbol is set. Now if I have another set, which is something like this, C, I'll take some other letter, let me call it as D. So D has elements 1, 3, and 4. Now this set is, all the elements of this set are also there in set A. So now this D is a proper subset of A. That means all the elements of D are there in the set A. So D is a proper subset of A. If you write something like this, that means all the elements of D are also there in all elements of A, and there is no other elements in A. Or if I take another example of, let me take an example of E. E has E has a set of 1, 3, and 4 again. Now E is a subset of D. So all the elements of E are also there in D, and exactly the same. So this is your subset and this is your proper subset. Proper subset means there will be at least one element which is there in A but not in D. So that is when you come to proper subset. Okay. Next, let this example be here. Next, you have an element, a set called B, which has elements 3, 5, and 6. Now, if I ask you this symbol, all the elements of A and B together. If I want all the elements of B and B together, so how do you write? All the elements you have to write them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this indicates union, all of them together. U symbol is union. Then next symbol is A intersection B. So A intersection B is the elements which are common in A as well as B. So according to me, so B 3 is common and 5 is common. So the elements which are common in A and B are 3, 5. Hope this is clear. Now if I want to write the same thing, I'll take this B here and club that. Okay. Now if I want to write them here in this, so this is A and this is B. Uh, let us have another set, a universal set of E is a universal set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let this be universal set. A is there in this, B is also belongs to this. Now, how do you write all the elements in this? So first figure out the common elements, which is 3 and 5. So 3 and 5, which is common, write them here. Then what other elements are left? So 1, 2, and 4. So write them here. So 1, 2, and 4. Then which other elements is left? 6 is left, write that here. So any other elements which belongs to the universal set but not there in A and B, you'll write them outside. So 7 and 8 are there in the universal set but not in the A and B, so you write them here. Now next part is number of elements in A, so represented as n of A. So how many elements are there in A? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 elements. Number of elements in B, so number of elements in B is 1, 2, 3. Next, number of elements in A and B together. So together is count all of them and count them only once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number of elements in A intersection B. So the common elements. So it's just 3 and 5, two elements. Now the first formula in this which you get is n of A union B is equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus the common elements A intersection B. So this is the first formula which you can remember, or it is logical, it makes sense. So these two are coming twice, so we'll subtract them. So this is there in A also, it is there in B also, so you are subtracting this. Okay. Then if they ask you A complement, So A complement is all the elements in the universal set which are not there in A, which are outside this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there in universal set. So these two elements are not there in this. I'll write that here. So A complement is all the elements from the universal set out of this A. So it is 7 comma 8. Then B complement. So this symbol is B complement is all the elements in out of this B which are there in the universal set. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 7 and 8. Hope this is clear. Then first, if the question is shade the region of A union B. So this is A, this is B, and this is your universal set. If the question is to shade A union B, A union B, if they ask you to shade, so you have to shade A and B together. So this entire region will shade. Okay. Next, if they ask you to shade A intersection B, if they ask you to shade A intersection B, so whichever is the common, only that part you'll shade. So A intersection B is the common part, so you'll shade only this part. Hope this is clear. Then, if the question is to shade A complement, if the question is to shade A complement, A complement is everything outside A. So A complement is everything outside apart from A. So A complement will be all this region outside A. So hope this is clear. So you will not shade inside region, you will shade only the outside part. So everything outside A is your A complement. Okay. Then if the question is to A union B complement. So A is this, B is this. A union B is all of them. So complement is everything outside A and B. So you will shade only the outside region. So this part. Okay. Now, if the question is to shade A intersection B and shade complement. Okay. So you have to shade everything outside. The intersection is the middle part. So everything outside this is the required region for you. Hope this is clear. Okay. Apart from this means middle part, everything outside this circle you'll shade. Next. Now, uh, so if the question is to do A intersection B and complement. So first you figure out the B complement. So if this is A and this is B, so B complement is everything outside B. So B complement includes this region, this region. Okay. Now intersection means common with A. So which part of that is common with A? So if this part is not common with A, only this part is common with A. So I'll shade only this part. Hope this is clear. So A intersection B complement is only this part. Okay. Next. Next, if there are three things. So suppose in a uh, suppose in a class of 30 students, so your epsilon, so number of elements in your class, so number of students in your class is 30. Now out of this, number of students who take physics, let me assume number of students who take physics is 20, and so number of students who take chemistry is 15. So total number of students in the class itself is 30. 20 students are taking physics and 15 are taking chemistry. That means there is some overlap, or there are some students who are taking both physics and chemistry. Now we'll assume that none of the student, every student take either one of the subjects. Okay. So now how do we figure out? So first you write here 30 epsilon, you write 30 here. Then next to this physics you write 20. Next to the physics you write 20. Next to the chemistry you write 15. So total has to be 30. So 15 plus 20. So 5 students take both the subjects. So write that middle in this place. Then 20 minus 5 is 15 here, and 15 minus 5 is 10 here. So now add them. So 15 plus 5 plus 10. So total is 30. So this is how it solves, or you can take it like this. So P union B, so number of students who take physics and chemistry is equal to 30. So number of students who take only physics is, number of students who take physics is 20. Number of students who take chemistry is 15. So number of students P union C is equal to number of students plus number of students who take chemistry minus number of students who take physics intersection chemistry. So if this is 30, 20, 15, and this let me call it as x. So 30 is equal to 35 minus x. So x happens to be 5. After you solve this, you get this as 5. So that's what we got here. Now, if there is a higher 3, if we have three set of three items are there. Suppose I have 3 of them. Three things are there. So let me call it as physics, chemistry, and bio. Okay. So this intersection part is physics intersection bio. This part is physics intersection chemistry. This part is chemistry intersection bio. So the middle part here, this part is intersection of all the three things together. So in this case, so probability number of students who are taking union B is equal to number of students who take physics plus number of students who take chemistry plus number of students who take bio minus the common part, number of students who are taking physics intersection chemistry plus number of students who take, I'll write minus here again, number of students taking chemistry intersection bio minus number of students physics intersection this bio plus the all the three things together. So number of students taking physics intersection chemistry intersection bio. So this is the third form of the notation in sets. So this is the next formula of the sets. So these are the things which you need to remember in sets.